Let us today if you open our meeting with prayer. Once more again, I know that Father, I'd like to thank you for the best of this week. Thank you for allowing us to see another meeting. We will visit our chapter. Lord, please leave, stand by us, Lord. Be on our destination in heaven. The board has received the minutes of the May 2nd, 1990 meeting. Do you have any corrections to those minutes? Not, stand approved. Next, I'd like to welcome the chairman of the Site Designation Review Committee for the County, John Pike, to provide the board an update on the committee's activities. Go ahead, John. Thank you, Mike. They don't need this to work. First of all, I'm not entirely sure why I'm here. I know you need an update due to the fact that our committee has been in existence only 10 days. I can't provide you with a great deal of update except that, first of all, I'm very, very impressed with the individuals involved, the people that are on the committee. They are extremely intelligent, extremely talented, and extremely caring, extremely energetic. And I'm very pleased to be able to work with such high-quality people. Our function at this point, our status at this point is that we have taken the criteria as established by the state of North Carolina, and we've delegated to each member of the commission one or more of the individual criteria and asked them to concentrate on those areas of the criteria. As an example, which really doesn't apply in this circumstance, but as an example, Mr. Bill Ison is a geologist, and we've asked him to examine that area in detail. Now, again, we've divided the criteria and we've assigned specific areas. In addition, we have tried to assist Woodward and Clyde in obtaining permission to go on the land and obtain information and cooperation from the citizenry. We met with the landowners Saturday morning. It was a nice meeting. It was good to see the people there. They were very cooperative. They understood our position and your position, and I think will be a great help to us. So we're proceeding along those lines. The only detriment at this point that I see is that Woodward and Clyde is going down one line, the scientific avenue, exploring the scientific criteria, and we certainly don't want to duplicate nor interfere with their efforts. I've asked Ms. Jordan to identify those areas that she intends to concentrate on, to specialize on, so that we don't have to fool with them. Those guys are the experts. I've also asked her to identify those areas that she's not going to work on. As an example, perhaps archaeological data, historical data, botanical data. She has not done that as yet. She hasn't identified those things that she's not working on so that we can proceed post-haste and energetically down those lines. But we're prepared to do that, and I'm sure my people we meet every Tuesday night at 7:30 at our office on College Street, and I'm sure my people are ready to jump in with both feet. At this point, I'd like to also commend the organization Grove on two counts. First of all, they have been very, very supportive in all of our efforts to obtain information, whether it be well sites, archaeological data, historical data, and there are some out there right now counting the Venus flytraps for us. So they're being very helpful, and we're going to continue to use them as a resource to help get whatever information may be needed or available. The second count I'd like to commend them on is that they and other private citizens have come down to our office and are there helping Amy Higgins file stuff, make copies, answer inquiries of the public, which are, I'm sure you are aware, are numerous, hundreds of calls a day, and these people are giving their time and energy to come down and help us with that. Again, we're prepared to proceed. Tomorrow night we should be able to identify, hopefully Oppie will get in touch with us and let us know either where she wants help in her specialized areas or where she is not going to examine so that we can go forward and gather whatever information is necessary. One thing I would like to state to you as a board is that to a person on the committee, the members have expressed to me, and I believe them to be, unless they express something else privately, but they have expressed to me an unequivocal and unalterable and eternal opposition to the siting of a hazardous waste facility in Granville County. They simply see no justification for it, no benefit for it, and they are vehement in their opposition to the siting of the thing in Granville County. And they have a great many good thoughts on why it should not be, as I'm sure you gentlemen have thought in your own mind. But they are in fact advocates for Granville County, and they do feel, I think that their position is as adversary to the Hazardous Waste Management Commission that may want to site it in Granville County. So they're ready to fight. They're ready to do anything that's necessary to beat the bushes or beat humans, I think. If it takes that to keep it out of Granville County. So I'm very proud and pleased to be part of that group. Outside of that, I would defer to you for any questions you may have of me as representative of the committee.
Appreciate what you're doing.
Well, again, the opposite of that is true. And before I leave, if you have no particular questions, keep in mind that we certainly have these 11 people, talented, intelligent, and energetic people, and we also have the support of the citizenry. If there's something that you gentlemen know of, that you feel needs exploring, whether it be a specific criteria or whether it just be a thought that you want to explore, we can get the job done. You tell us what you need, what you think is important, whether it be a petition drive or counting Venus flytraps, and I can pretty well assure you we can put together the resources to get the job done. And so if there's something that y'all think of that you need, just holler.
This is one little minor thing. May 1 meeting when we were selected, the Henderson 8 site was selected. They said there were 9, Dr. Turner told me, eyeball, there were 9 landowners. He said that was one reason for the selection. It's my understanding we had to serve papers on 35 people last week. The sheriff had that many. What is the discrepancy? What caused it?
I don't know whether you're aware, but PEI contacted me approximately 10 days before they even announced the existence of 18 sites and asked me to research the ownership of this particular tract of land. They told me that I think their name is something like Professional Environmental Industries or something of that nature, so I thought it was a nice organization of environmentalists, or at least environmentally conscious human beings. They contacted me 10 days prior to even designating the 18 sites and asked me to identify the landowners. I did in fact identify as many of the landowners as possible, identifying them as like the John Jones heirs, and there's another tract that is heir land. The John Jones tract, in fact, has 30 different heirs. As of that information that I gave to them, there were 30 heirs, and I told them to contact me for more information. At that point, I didn't know who they were. They never bothered to contact me and put in their report that there were only 9 landowners.
Okay, listen, I didn't know you were involved in it. I'm sorry.
I don't mind.
But my point,
That's sort of the typical devious nature.
that was a selling point.
Yes, sir.
That was a selling point, that there were just 9, and then I saw 35 papers being served on nice old ladies and people like this. Another thing, out of the 16,
That's, the 9 also did not include any of the small homes, the 1 acre lots that are along Belltown Road, or the 1 acre lots that were cut off the garbage tracks along the Hancock Road. So they did not,
well, Dr. Turner didn't know what he lied, wanted to do. That eyeball, that didn't come second hand. Now, it says Bill 324, sets out 16 criteria for, and that you alluded to already. Are you all breaking those down one at a time? It sounds like it.
that's correct.
How many do you have to go before he drops us out of the preferred list and puts us back in the reserve list? Now, he told me, and I said, is there a point of no return? And he said, yes, there is a point when you show that we have made a mistake on so many, and he didn't say how many, you would be put back in the pool and somebody else would come to the top.
Well, I assume that point will not be until or after July the 1st.
But he hasn't told you how many, is that right?
I believe that's what he said the other night, was they would not make the decision whether to exclude us or Rowan Iredale until after July 1st. My assumption is, and I think it's a valid assumption, is as little as one criteria may put us out if that one criteria is significant enough.
Okay, great.
Again, we're exploring all of those criteria. As an example, endangered species, the federally mandated protection will exclude it from consideration, even if all the other factors are favorable.
For the wetlands.
For wetlands, any number of things. Again, there may well be some things that you gentlemen can do. Zoning, waste management ordinances. There's something called the Prime Farmland Act that people have mentioned to me. Again, I'm sure Bill is inundated with all of these suggestions and ideas, and I'm sure y'all are too. But we're going to filter them to you one by one or en masse and ask y'all to consider every one of them, whether it be part of the criteria or not.
The clean air bill that's now under consideration and representatives have an impact upon what we're doing.
Again, I would have to defer to Bill on that. I don't know. We are exploring. I had a man come to my home last night and bring me information on the coal-fired power plant that's going in Virginia. We're just gathering information. We don't know how useful any of it's going to be at any point, but we're going to try to digest it, collate it, and filter it down and focus it on one criteria, or if Bill can find some justification for saying, whoa, stop right here, more power to him. We're getting as much as we can. I hope it will only take, I hope we can find one, and that one will get us out of this predicament forever. Keeping in mind there's another site in Granville County. Let me reiterate, and I'll leave, please, if you know something, if you need something developed, or you need a thought, call me and Higgins and tell us, we'll work on it.
John, before you leave, I would like, I've met with the group several times, and the site designation review committee. Probably some of the board members may not be as aware as I am about the effort which they put forward. I mean, this is dedicated effort in opposition to this facility. And they don't only do it on meeting night, they do it all week. And we appreciate that. We also have some county staff members, Harold Blizzard, Bill Hopper. I know we put in extra hours and some more with the county staff that's done the same thing. I want to commend the citizens groups that's gotten involved because they have brought attention to it. And that's important that attention is brought to it. So other areas will be aware that some impact may be placed upon them. The calls that I've asked you to make, if you call me, make sure it's something that's contributory, and you've done a good job of that. And I appreciate that. And we've tried to follow up on committee suggestions and that we've had from the citizens out here. It's a total effort. And of course, the commissioners are concerned too, and we're looking at the various angles we can in order to prevent the hazardous waste facility coming.
Mr. Chairman, I believe, is there anything we could do individually on collectively to help you. If you could point your finger tonight, we would do something.
The only suggestion I could make to you folks, and I know this is not something you may be real comfortable with, but the only complaint or objection I hear from the public is, what are they doing? And I urge you, I'm a loudmouth. I know that may not be your style, but they want to know, they want to see you, and they want to hear you. So my recommendation to you specifically is be vocal, be visible, and raise hell.
Pass them over.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Next item on the agenda, resolution proposing the proposed hazardous waste facility, and I'm not going to read each one of them through. We received a resolution from the city of Oxford in opposition to the hazardous waste facility. Received a resolution from the city of Creedmoor. We received a resolution from the Granville Soil and Water Conservation District Supervisors. We received a resolution from the city of Henderson. I'll read part of it because I don't think you have that, but it says, in the event the city of Henderson can help support you in any way in your efforts to prevent the siting of this facility as proposed, please let us know. We'll assist you in any way possible and are ready and willing to join with you in your efforts along these lines. With kindest regards, I am sincerely Robert G. Young, Jr., Mayor. Also from the State Employees Association of North Carolina, District 18, would like to go on record as opposing the placement of a hazardous waste incinerator in Granville County. Because of the number of people housed in the state and federal agencies in Button would cause enormous problems if evacuation became necessary. And from the city of Creedmoor, the officers and board of directors of the Chamber of Commerce from the city of Creedmoor support the county commissioners and their resolution in opposition to a hazardous waste facility being located in Granville County. And I've also received a letter from the chairman of the Vance County Commissioners. Agenda item 4. It's a resolution for the board's consideration requesting the North Carolina Department of Transportation to take over for maintenance of Sleepy Hollow Road. Next item on the agenda is public comments. Do we have any citizens who wish to address the board at this time?
I have here the Lee County public ordinance that was
If you'll come
passed.
forward and state your name and address, it will help you right there.
My name is Brenda Whitefield, and I live on Little Mountain Road in Stan, North Carolina. I have before me, which some of you probably have, and I have a copy of the Lee County ordinance that was passed. There's also another one which I don't have in my possession. And what we would like to know is what is on the drawing board for Granville County, if we could get a copy, the public could get a copy, and also in Grove.